In this video, we are going to install Bruce firmware on LieT M5. Now this device is a hardware penetration testing device and there are lots and lots of firmwares and how-to videos. It can perform Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, iOS, Android and Windows penetration testing including bad USB. So if you want to know more about the device, you can search on Google Enlighten and the device name is M5. Now this device has a lot of firmwares, but for this video we are going to install the Bruce firmware. Bruce firmware is a well-known firmware as it supports a lot of devices including the LieT M5. You can get this device for at around 5,000 Indian rupees worldwide, shipping included. Now this device comes in a little packet and you have to install the firmware on your own. There are two things that can be done. You can install a custom firmware with an easy installation method. In this video, I'll be showing you a easy installation method where you can install the firmware with a browser. The installation process is quite simple. You just have to connect a Type-C cable and then visit a website where the installation will take place. Let's start with the installation. Once you get the device actually has a firmware installed. In case if you have purchased the device from a third-party vendor and if you want to change the firmware to the Bruce firmware that we usually have, you can connect a Type-C cable to your computer and start working with it. Once you get the device, this is how the device will be packed and you will be able to see a see-through case where you can see the device. Once you open the device, this is how the USB device will look. You have to reboot the device by pressing the up and the down key. Once the device is turned on, this is the first screen that you will see on the device. The device has a lot of things. On the top, we have two buttons, which are the navigation button. There are GPIO pins on one side and a Type-C connector on the other side. The M5 logo is also a button and can be pressed. Just connect a Type-C cable in the Type-C port available at the bottom of the device. Once you connect the device, there is a website called bruce.computer where you can select and install the firmware. The device that we have is M5 Stick C+2. Once you connect it, you will be asked to connect the device. Once the device is connected, you can start flashing the firmware. Now in our videos, in the courses that we are going to work on, we are using the Bruce firmware and there are a lot of firmwares that can be installed. We are going to take a look at deeply in all the features that are available on this device and we are going to learn how to use all the features. The installation process might take some time. In my case, it took 16 minutes and the installation is quite simple by just using the GUI. The device might reboot sometimes. In my case, the device rebooted twice, and make sure you are selecting erase disk option so that the firmware is installed correctly. Once the installation is complete, your device will boot automatically, and if you want to turn on the device, you just have to press the two buttons, the two navigation buttons on either side of the device. This will turn on the device, and if you want to go back, you can use the same buttons. Installation is complete. Let's move on and use the features.